What do you remember about your what do you remember most about your auditions with Ozzy? Do you remember what that experience was like, and how was your confidence level after the audition? Did you feel like, you went in there and you did the best you could, you knocked it out of the park, or tell us about your experience auditioning for Ozzy?
Well, I had a difficult time learning Randy's material because Randy's just kind of a unique, stylistically so unique. I just couldn't really figure it out. And so Warren DeMartini tutored me. Actually, he would come to my apartment
Oh.
every day and he would sit down with me and he was really good at figuring stuff out. He would show me how to play. And so I didn't learn the stuff organically, but I did learn it. And then I went and played it and toured with him and rehearsed with him and all this kind of stuff. I spent about a month with, in camp and traveling, rehearsing and playing with him and stuff. But at the end of the day, it came down to the length of my hair and the color of my guitar. So Ozzy's wife, her name,
It's probably for the better.
but
Okay.
Karen or something.
She might be a Karen. She might be a Karen, but
I didn't say that, but so I had
It rhymed.
my first Tiger guitar that me and my friend painted was not the yellow and black one. My first one was green and black, and that was my first Tiger, and that's what I took with me to do that, to do the Ozzy stuff. And I remember I was sitting there, I was rehearsing with Don Costa, the bass player that I brought in, Tommy Aldrich, and myself, and we were just running through the music in Dallas, Texas, at a rehearsal place. And Ozzy and Karen walked in, and she looked over and she just, why does your guitar look like a booger? And so I renamed the guitar the Booger, and that was one thing against me right there. And then another time, Ozzy came into my room, hotel room, it was in Scotland, and he said, he said, listen, from what I could understand, I could barely understand, but what I made out of it was he was questioning my my decision to cut my hair. And I said, well, I was working as a liquor delivery driver in South Central Los Angeles in Watts, and I had to cut my hair to get to have the job. I was a teamster and driving a truck, and he didn't like that. He didn't like that shirt. He was bald at the time, but it didn't matter. But maybe I should have.
touche, toupee.
So then we were doing rehearsals at SIR, and Wendy Dio was insisting on them checking out a couple more guitar players, and they just weren't sure about me. And Tommy Aldrich self-admittedly has told me in the years since that he was the one that was voting against me, and I understood, and I didn't hold that against anybody. And but anyways, when Jakey came in, Wendy brought Jakey in, and I remember I was there, and he looked fantastic. I mean, he had hair down to his ass. It was Michael Jackson, black leather, chrome-studded jumpsuit on. And, he does all the tricks, but he played like shit, self-admittedly. But that didn't matter. Playing didn't matter. He was surprised he got it. But the way they let me go was very cold. I remember that. I shed a tear. It was very sad. My wife was with me, and Ozzy just came in and goes, hey, we got somebody else. Thanks a lot. Didn't give me a nickel. I'd quit my job. I got home to my apartment in Anaheim with my wife. I had a 73 Pinto station wagon, and I drove up to my apartment. We had 2 kids. My mother-in-law was watching the kids, and we got back, and we had an eviction notice on our door. And I had quit my job, and I traveled the world for a month with these guys. They didn't give me a nickel. So that was broke and destitute and back to nothing.
Oh man. Oof. Yeah. That's brutal. That's brutal.
Respect for those people after that, because they had just bags of money and they were just like very arrogant. Jesus, no compassion or empathy for any other human being. And just,
wow.
I don't know that Ozzy was like that. I think that was pretty much Karen.
Yeah. That's brutal.
Sounds like you wrote some lyrics just now. That story, like
Oh,
a song, it's pretty much a song.
Yeah.
Speaking
I
of
don't
speaking of,
harbor any resentment.
yeah, I mean,
That's good.
life goes on, and you've done just
I just
fine.
no, it re-inspired me to reinvent myself and double my efforts, and then I think that's what happened. I said, hey, well, you know what? I got images important, and I paid attention to that. It helped my songwriting and sort of learning about the Randy Ozzy stuff. Opened up some ideas for me and avenues of composition, and my tone got better. Just everything got better after that. It became more professional. I think it really helped actually.
All right.
That's
So
a
you did
good,
pull a positive out
good
of it.
positive. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice.